When I bought my very first GreenStalk almost 4 years ago, it was the 7-tier leaf terracotta colored GreenStalk, and it continues to be one of the very best GreenStalks I have ever bought. Hey folks, if we haven't met before, my name is Tara and I garden in the beautiful Bay Area, Northern California, and I have a lot of content on GreenStalk, and it continues to be one of my favorite go-to places in my garden. So today we're going to be talking about 7 ways that you can use your 7-tier leaf GreenStalk. But before that, let's talk a little bit about the 2 types of GreenStalks that the company sells. Now there's what's behind me, which is actually the 5-tier original GreenStalk, and they are 10 inches tall, but the leaf has 7 tiers typically, and each tier is 7 inches tall, so a little bit shorter than the original, actually a lot shorter, and as a result of it, it contains a lot less soil. Okay, I know you want to see what's going on in my GreenStalk, my beautiful raspberry colored GreenStalk, so let's take a quick look. These flowers I'm growing for the first time, these are verbenas, you guys. Aren't they absolutely stunning? I am also growing geraniums, which are just starting to flower. I've got some marguerite daisies here. Look at that. Look at all these buds. These are going to be covered with flowers, and they're going to look absolutely gorgeous. I've got some other things like violas. I've got sunflowers that I don't know where they popped up from, so I don't think these are going to grow too big in the GreenStalk, but let's see how they do. Some mizuna, and even though it's an edible, it was a free plant. It's a volunteer, so I'm going to let it be. And speaking of verbena, I got to show you this one, you guys. This is called candy cane verbena. Isn't it adorable? And then what else do we have here? More geraniums. I've got some black-eyed Susan that's going to be blooming soon. And I think the thing that I am actually most excited about, let me show you, it's in the other GreenStalk. This one, you guys, these are gazanias. They are beautiful striped daisies, and they're just absolutely gorgeous. So can't wait for them to flower. Some more verbena. Look at that. So gorgeous. Let's see, sweet alyssum all over the place. I've got some baby's breath. I'm using these trellises. I find them really, really handy because they keep my alyssum from falling over the plants in the bottom tiers and helps prevent some shading out. And then let's see, anything interesting here? Oh yeah, snapdragons. Now those are going to grow really tall, so I don't know how they're going to do. Let's see. And I've got also, this is an amaranth. I'll put the name of it in the caption, but it's a gorgeous amaranth. It almost looks like a coleus. And I'm also growing some fuchsia. So that's another interesting experiment. Oh, look, some marigold. So yeah, these things are going to absolutely fill out with flowers very soon, and they're going to look absolutely stunning. In fact, they're already looking stunning. Now let's talk about some of the advantages and some of the disadvantages of the 7-tier leaf. It's all in the eyes of the beholder, obviously, so very subjective. But one of the biggest advantages of the 7-tier GreenStalk is that it takes up a lot less soil. Now, each tier, like I said, was 7 inches tall. It's about 3/4 of a cubic foot of soil versus the original GreenStalk, which is 1 cubic foot of soil. So yeah, 25% less soil in the leaf tier. That's a lot less soil, and frankly, soil is one of the biggest expenses beyond the cost of the GreenStalk itself. Soil can be really, really expensive, so anything that you can save on the soil is a good thing. In the 7-tier, you can plant 7 times 6, which is 42 pockets, versus the original where you can only plant 5 times 6, which is 30 plants. So a lot more plants can go into the 7-tier GreenStalk, and as a result of it, I think it's a lot prettier than the 5-tier. But obviously that is subjective and really depends on what you want to do with it. My GreenStalks are in transition from spring to summer, so they aren't as pretty as they normally look, but I did want to show you yet another advantage of the 7-tier. Because it's so much smaller, it's a lot lighter and hence a lot easier on your back. Yep, not as awkward as the original 10-inch tier. But there are some disadvantages. Number one, Because there is less soil, you're really limited in what you can plant in the green stock. You cannot plant very large plants with very deep roots. Another disadvantage, because the pockets are smaller, they do tend to dry out a lot faster than your original tier. Okay, so given the choice, if I were to pick only one, I would pick the 7-tier leaf over the 5-tier original. Hear me out. Let me share with you 7 ways that you can use your 7-tier leaf green stock. Reason number 1, flowers. Flowers kick ass when it comes to 7-tier versus the 5-tier original. Yes, I know that these are growing in an original green stock, but I got this at the buy one get one, and it was only the original that was available, and I really wanted this color for flowers. But gosh, verbena and marguerite daisies, they do not need 10 inches of soil. They would do perfectly well with much less soil in the leaf. So I'm kind of wasting this on flowers, but hey, look how gorgeous that is. Reason number 2 is you can grow herbs very easily in the leaf. Now these are beautiful cardinal basil plants, and I grow basil and parsley and cilantro and you name it. Most herbs are shallow rooted, so they grow really, really well in the leaf green stock. So you can do theme green stalks with the leaf, and herbs are a favorite. And speaking of themes, another theme that you can do with the green stock is greens. Lettuce, spinach, bok choy. Most of these greens are very shallow rooted and grow super well in your leaf green stock. Number 4 is peas and sweet peas. Now, all of these are growing in leaf tiers right here. Look at that bird's nest. I've been cleaning up today, so they're kind of messy, but I grow all of my peas. These are sweet peas, but I grow regular peas as well, and I trellis them, as you can see, and they grow super well in your leaf green stock. And number 5, the reason why I bought that 7-tier green stock in the first place, strawberries. Strawberries do exceptionally well in the leaf tier. Now I know some people say that they will do even better in the original tier, especially if you're going to keep them year over year. But I dig up my strawberries every year and replant them, and they do just fine. Number 6, tomatoes and peppers. Yes, you can grow tomatoes and peppers in the leaf tier. Now, I would grow micro tomatoes and small sized peppers. One year I grew orange hat tomatoes. They did so well and they looked so adorable. And I've grown peppers, all kinds, the smaller varieties in the green stock as well. And number 7, invasive plants. And no, not mint. Do not grow mint in your green stock. Mint will take over not just the tier that it's in, but it will also go through the holes between the green stalks, the watering holes, and clog them up. So don't plant mint in your green stock. However, you can plant things like oregano, other herbs that actually grow pretty aggressively, but not as aggressively as mint. And you can dedicate an entire tier to them if you want to, and that will keep them separated. By the way, if you're watching this between April 17th and 22nd, 2025, the Easter weekend, there is a sale going on and the 7-tier leaf green stock is on sale. It's not going to be on sale during Mother's Day. So the price is typically $169. It's going to be on sale for $119. And if you use my affiliate code GREENLOVE10, you'll get an additional $10 off, so $109, which is the lowest literally that I've ever seen the 7-tier green stock. So go, get it now. One more tip for you. You'll notice that I don't have any 7-tier leaf green stocks anymore, but that is because I have restacked them. I've got one that is 3 plus 2, another that is 3 plus 1, and another there. And I think I've got one that's a little taller in the back. But for the most part, I like to bring them down to a reasonable height. I'm about 5'5", and the regular 7-tier leaf is just a little too tall for me, and so are the 5-tier originals. So bringing it down to a reasonable height is so much more manageable. Plus, it is much less risk falling down when there's a strong wind. Now, GreenStalk actually has a pre-packaged restack, if you will. It's called the Inventor's Bundle. It comes with 3 original tiers and 3 leaf tiers. It also comes with the Ultimate Spinner Base, which is such an essential accessory. And then it comes the plant support as well. So it's really good to get started on if you're a beginner, because it gives you a little flavor of everything and you can decide what you really like. So check out the Inventor's Bundle as well, but I would highly recommend that you consider getting the 7 tier because it's just so versatile and I've used it for so many different things, and I'm hoping to get another soon as well. Now check out my list of GreenStalk videos. I've got tons with beginner tips and tricks, all kinds of good stuff. So I'll put a link to the playlist right here. I've curated it for the beginners so you don't miss anything and it's in the right order. I hope you enjoyed this video, folks, and I hope you take advantage of the Easter sale and get a 7 tier. Until next time, live green and love your greens.